First question. So, what are the three characteristics of living organisms? Again, similar question like yesterday's. So, there are also characteristics, and here also characteristics. So, now what is that? We have to find it. So, characteristics of living organisms. The same question what we did in yesterday's also. So, what is the answer? Anybody? Characteristics of living organisms. Any one of you?
Option B.
Option B. Anyone?
Option C.
Option C. Next. Next. Any other? Any other, please? Fine. Option D. Guru. Yes. So answer is option D. Please make it everybody. First thing, what are the three characteristics of living organism? So all of you observe. First option, breathing, reproduction, and sensitivity. So what do you mean by sensitivity first? Anybody can tell? What is the meaning of sensitivity? I want to know. At least that don't know means you say means I will say. What do you meaning of sensitivity? Anybody? Sensitivity means the ability of, you all knows the stimulus. How many of you know stimulus? Stimulus means you know, right? Any one of you? Response, very good. So that is what it is actually. So sensitivity means the ability of an organism, anything, either it is a plant or it is a animal, or we can say it's a simply organ, to respond external stimulus. That is what respond to external stimulus is called it as sensitivity. Like we can say plants were having varieties of stimulus, and humans also, if you touch hot plate, reflex arc, reflex actions, we have done many things. So that is what. Now, anybody? So what are the three characteristics of living organism? They are asking characteristics. So yesterday's questions, anybody can tell yesterday what is the question? First question. I want to know. What is the yesterday's first question? Hurry. I have shared the paper also, correct? If people still don't know, except Arul, nobody answered that questions also. Yesterday's first question, you see that four biological processes are listed. Which process are characteristics of all the organisms? So they are the biological processes. In that we have chosen except digestion, excretion, nutrition, and respiration. Except respiration, nutrition, and excretion. These are the things we have been done that. Now you can comes to here, options you can verify it. First one, breathing is the physical process. Reproduction and sensitivity involving in a chemical and the abilities actually it is for everybody's plants and as well as animals. Breathing is a physical process. Next, second one, digestion, growth, and movement. Digestion is only in where animals, growth, of course, plants and animals, but movement only in animals. Plants does not have movement. Excretion, of course, plants and animals. Nutrition also, of course, Particularly if you want to say nutrition only for humans, animals. But transpiration is not for humans, only for what? Animals. It is only for plants.
Plant.
So they are asking for all the living organisms. So it may be a plants or maybe animals. So we cannot say. So now nutrition is there for plants and as well as animals. Of course, different varieties of the minerals, everything they want. Reproduction, both sexual or asexual reproduction is common in all the living organisms. And sensitivity, plants also will react and animals also react based upon the external stimulus. So everything is for every organism. So all the living organisms. So that's why what is the correct option? Everybody? Option? Yes, please. Option D. So please note it. Clear everybody? Are you understand? Next one. Which substance is required for photosynthesis to occur? Anyone? Which substance is required for photosynthesis to occur? Photosynthesis.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. Next. Next question is very important. Question is, the cytoplasm of a plant cell contains 15% sugar solution. So what is the percentage of everybody? 15 percentage. Now, the plant cell is placed in a sugar solution of different concentrations. Different concentration. Please note it. This question is very important. In which solution would there be a net diffusion of water out of the cell? Net diffusion of water out of the cell, they are asking. Everybody, anyhow, diffusion will take place when low concentration or high concentration or same concentration. Anybody? Yes, please. All of you? Basically, diffusion will take place in what concentrations? High concentration or low concentration? Anybody? Please respond. See now, the cytoplasm of a plant cell already contains 15% of sugar solution. Now, all of you remember, the plant cell is placed in a sugar solution of different concentrations. Like you all remember, from root to soil to root. Now, the surrounding is a soil which contains the water, and root hair is there. So with the help of the pressure, osmotic pressure, the water will be diffusing, the water will be entering into that. Now, already in this cytoplasm, 15% of sugar solution is there. Now again the net displacement, the net diffusion of water out of the cell will takes place when the surrounding concentration is more than 15 or less than 15 or equals to 15. Everybody, net displacement will takes place. Water has to be diffuses. When?
More than 15.
More concentration. Then only the net displacement will takes place. Reverse process kadayadu. Do you understand everybody? Mr. Swadhan, you don't have a number? That is what. So what is the answer? When there is a sugar, whatever the solution, if you have been placed more concentration, so then only the net displacement, the net diffusion of the water will takes place. So what is the answer? Option? Option D. Because 5% 15%. Already it contains more percentage than the solution which is we have given. So 15% exactly concentration is same. 20% only, then the net diffusion. The diffusion will starts from low concentration, high concentration to low concentration. So option D, the 20% sugar solution only, there will be a net diffusion. So next, which row shows what starch molecules and protein molecules are made from? Starch, which row shows what starch molecules and protein molecules are made from? So what is that, everybody? First, proteins, we all knows that. Proteins, yes please. Proteins are made from
Amino acids.
amino acid. So here two options, you can avoid it. So what is the options? Option B and option D you can avoid. Only option A and C. Now you see that. So starch. Glucose is a form of what? Glucose is a form of what? Stored food only. Life process starting only we studied. Basically plants will produce the glucose and they will store the food in the form of what? They will store the food in the form of what?
Starch.
Starch. So what is the answer? Option A.
Yeah.
Swadhan, am I audible, Swadhan? Are you there in the meeting? So please make it. So glucose and as well as amino acids. Next. So graph question came finally. So an enzyme can stop working at a certain temperatures. Which enzyme stops working when the temperature reaches to 50 degrees? When the temperature reaches to 50 degrees. All of you check it and tell. Four graphs you have. Which enzyme stops working when temperature reaches to 50 degrees? Please observe the graphs properly and let me know. This is a very good question, actually. They're asking that an enzyme can stop working at certain temperatures. So at once the temperature is 50, the enzymes completely stops. Completely stops means what is the production? Rate of reaction. Maximum or minimum or zero. Everybody. Completely stops. I'm asking you people. Please respond, everybody. What do you mean by stops? What is this, Ra? What do you mean by stop, Ra? Reaction stops means what? The rate of reaction becomes what? Zero. So now what is the graph? Man, shall we stop the class? Now what is the graph sequences? So let us starts with the D option. So at the temperature is 50, the rate of reaction is maximum. The rate of reaction is maximum. Here also the temperature is 50, the rate of reaction is maximum. And when you take temperature is 50, till then only the rate of reaction is constant. It is linearly increasing. Now here you see, so when the temperature is 50, rate of reaction becomes what? Zero, stops. So that is only they are asking. An enzyme can stop working at a certain temperatures. Which enzyme stops working when the temperature reaches to 50 degrees? So which enzyme works? The enzymes which are active from 0 to 50. So wherever it becomes stops, please note it. Wherever it can become stop, at that point it will touch the x-axis. So what is the correct option? Option? Option
A.
A. Jollily want to join and sleep means no use. Don't join. No use. Simply sitting means. At least one question out of 40 questions, at least one question it is answered by you correct. That is your responsibility. Adille, what is the use of this? Nonsense, simply. Next question. The diagram shows a section through a part of a leaf as shown under a light microscope. So name the first part. Anybody? Open your book. By this time, page number, everything you need to know. Directly it is showing. What is the first page? What are the labeled parts they are asking? What are the labeled parts? First part also don't know. What is the name of the part?
waxy cuticle.
Page number, diagram, which page, Amma? These people life like this and nobody will understand.
82.
Yeah. So cuticle, first option. So anyhow, so option C and D, we can avoid it because first part is cuticle. Second part is a very important part. Your book is not mentioned, but this diagram I have studied many times. Yeah, page number 96. Oh, it's an old book, sorry. Yeah. So anybody, what is that? Yes, please. Transportation of water it is actually. So inside this diagram I already shown you while even teaching time also. So this one is a phloem and this one is a what? The cells where the tubes which are present is the what actually?
Xylem.
It is the xylem.
Xylem.
So please note it. If you don't know, please learn. Xylem. So cuticle and xylem. Next. What features are found in a typical animal cell? Make it fast. Animal cell comparison, what you studied in ninth class, you'll be finding. So animal cell, what is there? Typical animal cell. Cell membrane will be there. Is the cell membrane will be? Please, I want it.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So option D, I can avoid it because cell membrane is not present as saying. Option D gone. Cell wall is present.
No,
Cell
sir.
wall is present.
Oh, see.
No. So cell wall is present. Option A gone. Cell wall is present. Option A gone. Next, chloroplast is present.
No,
No.
sir.
No, sir.
Cytoplasm present. Yes. Nucleus is present. Yes. Vacuole is present. Vacuoles are not present in this. Where the vacuoles are present? Vacuoles
Plant
are
cell.
present only in. Vacuoles are
Plant.
present in what cell?
Plant.
Plant.
Plant cell. So if you remember that one point is enough. So what is the correct option? Vacuoles are present here. So option B also gone. Option C over. Manikandan, till last moment you know, but last one error without reading vacuoles you answered option B. I know very well. That's what your reading problem. I don't know how to rectify. So what is the answer? Option C. Everybody clear? Understand, Hari? In the equation for aerobic respiration, what is X they are asking? So glucose plus oxygen, aerobic respiration. What is extra?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide.
Next, four people have the same resting pulse rate and the same blood glucose concentration. CBQs. Note it. The table shows their pulse rates and blood glucose concentrations later on the same day. Which person has the highest concentration of adrenaline in their blood? Four people have the same resting pulse rate and the same blood glucose concentration. The table shows their pulse rates and blood glucose concentration later on the same days. Later on the same day, which person has the highest concentration of adrenaline in their blood? Adrenaline will increases the what? Anybody? Adrenaline will increases. Yesterday's question we studied. Adrenaline
Heart.
increases the what? Sugar level.
Heart.
Heartbeat.
Or not? Yeah, blood glucose level rises and as well as heartbeat also. Heartbeat also increases. Am I right, guys? Please. Everybody, so now pulse rate or beat per minute, heartbeat 70, blood glucose concentration, milligram per cubic, deci cubic meter. Understand? So 65, 100, 65, 100. Now they are asking what is the correct option? Anybody?
D.
Option? Option D. Why? Because he has a greater pulse rate and as well as sugar level is also 100. So here you see another person also having 100. But the thing is he is having low pulse rate. So doesn't mean that it is having that highest concentration. Okay. So concentration of adrenaline will increases both blood sugar level and as well as heartbeat. So that's what it is. So making the theoretical part into numerical, like question like CBQ, this is one of the example. So if you remember the statement, adrenaline will cause us to increase in the sugar level and as well as heartbeat, then you can answer this question very simply. Either otherwise, it is not possible. Okay. So please make sure anybody having any doubt, please let me know or else finish it. Next question. Yeah, by seeing this figure itself, you all understand it is regarding anybody?
Tropism.
Tropism. So if you are able to identify that, 50% answer is already over. The diagram shows the root of a plant exposed to the light and gravity and the same root a day later. So light does not influence the growth of root in this plant. Which row shows how the root has been responded? Anybody? Yes, please. All of you. It is showing what? Towards to the what? Gravity. So gravity means what? Gravity means towards to the stimulus or away from the stimulus? Everyone?
Towards to the
Towards to the
sun.
stimulus.
Towards to the stimulus. So that's all. And light, no response? No response or not? Everybody?
No response.
No response. So what is the correct option? Gravitotropism, growing towards to the stimulus and light, no response. Option B. Make it fast. Understand everybody? Next. Which is the definition of asexual reproduction? All of you read it. This is what is the language based questions. Here, every word you need to know the full meaning. Otherwise, it is not possible to answer. Make it fast and tell me the answer. Let me see who will says. Everybody. Right. First question. First option A. What is that, everybody? Navin is saying option C. Arul also saying option C. Guru also option C. Others remaining all no mouth, no hand, nothing. Because all are sleeping. They want to enjoy what I can do. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Hasni called us. Which is the definition of asexual reproduction? Everybody. So production of genetically different offspring from one parent, different not same. Production of genetically different offspring from two parents, asexual reproduction. How many parents are there? Asexual reproduction only one parent is there. Next, production of genetically identical offspring from one parent. Same exact statement we have there in our NCERT book calls. So that's all. So option C. Next, which part of the male reproductive system in human produces sperm? What is the name of that? Yes,
Test.
please. What is the name of that? Yes.
Test.
Next. What is the undesirable effect of deforestation? This is ecosystem, our environment you can make. So what is that, everybody? An increase in what? Deforestation means cutting the forest. It will cause us to increase in what? Greenhouse gases. What is that? Carbon dioxide.
Carbon
Next.
dioxide.
Which row identifies substances that exist only as a separate atoms and a substance that exists as a molecule? Exist as a molecule. Separate atom and as well as molecule. Yes, please. Which row identifies a substance that exists only as separate atom and a substance that exists as a molecule? Fastly, everybody. Yes, please. Only as a molecule and substance that exists as a molecule. So in this, what is a molecules? Anybody can tell me? So first, helium. Helium is a what? Anybody? Noble gas. Hydrogen, molecule. Neon, Ne. Argon also, Ar. So option C gone. Because molecule not. Oxygen, molecule, gone. Hydrogen molecule, gone. Then what is the answer? Methane, CH4, molecule. Helium, He, atom. So option A. The way you need to avoid elimination method is always makes you more perfect in any subject. So if you are feeling difficulty, always you have to go with the elimination method only. Okay. So next process is not there for us. So avoid this question. Next, this is also 9th class question. So no need. Yeah, this one we want. So which ion is formed from a metal? So easily we can say, so what is the ion? Everybody? Sodium.
Sodium.
Donation. Next question. A calcium hydroxide contains one calcium atom and two oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms. What is the correct formula of calcium hydroxide? CaOH? CaOH. Everybody. CaOH twice. Next. Dilute sulfuric acid is electrolyzed using inert electrodes. What is formed at the anode? One of the good question. So please note it. Answer please. Draw the process and make it. Dilute sulfuric acid is electrolyzed using the inert electrodes. What is formed at the anode? They are asking. Anode. Anode is a what charge? Positive charge or negative charge? Everybody? Anode is a positive charge or negative charge?
Positive.
Positive charge. So we will get what? Negative ions or positive ions? We will get negative ions or positive ions?
Negative.
Negative ions. So in the given things, which is the negative ions? Anybody? We will get only oxygen and hydrogen. So who will come? Who will
Oxygen.
oxygen? That's all. So O2 minus will come. They will remove the electrons and they will turn up into O2 gas by removing the electrons. So please, next. Solid sodium carbonate is added to vinegar in a beaker and stirred it. Solid sodium carbonate. What is the formula of solid sodium carbonate, everybody? Sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate formula. I'm asking sodium carbonate formula, guys. Nobody knows sodium carbonate. And it is added with the vinegar. Vinegar means contains what?
Acetic
Acetic
acid.
acid.
Acetic acid.
CH3COOH. Acetic acid. Right. In a beaker and stirred. In the water in the watch glass will start freezes. So the water actually it is putting inside. So this water will start freezes. Freezes means they will turn up into what? Water will turn up into what? Solid. That is what is the meaning of freeze. Freeze, they're saying. So it is a what reaction? This is also a very good question. So it will be turned up into ice. Okay. So as soon as if you add a sodium carbonate to, so sodium carbonate is added to the vinegar in a beaker, and if you start stirring, so the water which is present in the watch glass becomes freezes. So which statement about the reaction explains why the water freezes? Very good question. Really, really it is appreciated question from chapter 1. Anybody? No. Yes, please. It is freezing, Ra. So it is a what reaction? When the water will freezes, if you take out the temperature or if you give the temperature. Anybody? Yes, please.
Take out.
Take out the temperature. So if you take out the temperature, it's a what reaction? Exothermic or endothermic?
Endothermic.
Endothermic. That's all. Nothing else is there. Just to make you confused, they are putting very big things. That's all. So nothing else is there. So all of you do it fast. This question you note it. Very important. Clear, everybody?